Hi Sagittarius, Trishna here. Welcome to your March 2020 Love Tarot reading. In this video, I'm going to be doing things just a little bit differently. I'm still going to start off the video with the intuitive portion, followed by the tarot reading portion of the video, but I'm going to be focusing on your energy, and then I'm going to focus on your partner's energy, and then I'm going to focus on your collective energy together as a partnership, as a relationship. Now, in all relationships, whether they're romantic or whether it's family relationships or relationships with our friends or our colleagues, there's always some level of mirroring that's going on between the two people. So keep that in mind as you listen to this video, as you listen to this reading, because sometimes I may be referring to your partner's energy, but it actually represents more of your energy. Sometimes I may be referring to your energy and it represents more of your partner's energy. There's a lot of crisscrossing that can happen. So as you listen to this video, keep that in mind and listen to this video as it resonates for you in your particular situation. So Sagittarius, what I'm feeling for you from the intuitive perspective and with regards to your energy, Sagittarius, is I feel like you are currently in a good place in your relationship, but I also feel like there's a lot of really good things happening in your life right now. There's so many good things happening that you almost don't really know what to feel good about or what to focus on because it's a lot. It's like almost every area is actually starting to look up, is starting to turn around, is starting to move in a very positive direction. And so you're kind of a little bit scattered on what you should be focusing on, what you should be enjoying or celebrating or paying attention to, because there's a lot of really good things. And that's actually a really good problem to have, Sagittarius, is there's so many good things happening in my life. Which one do I focus on right now? I will say though that because you are a little bit scattered, that you're not giving quite as much attention as you should in your romantic relationship, but for the most part, it's fine, just something that you need to be aware of. Now, with regards to your partner's energy, what I feel for them is I feel like they are not as emotionally connected to you at this present moment as you are with them. They are very much in love, they are very connected, but I feel like their headspace is more focused in the mental realm than it is in the emotional realm at this point in time. I feel like they are in protection mode. I feel like they are trying to make sure that everything in the relationship goes well, that any decisions that you're making together are good decisions, are smart decisions, that they won't put you two in some kind of compromising position or in some kind of disadvantage. So your partner is currently in protection mode, and I think that they are more so in that mode because they feel like you're not really in that mode right now because you are a little bit scattered and maybe being like very positive minded versus your partner is currently in a realistic mind mentality. So your partner loves you very much and they are emotionally connected to you, but just not to the same level because they're trying to protect you and they're trying to protect the partnership and they're trying to protect the families and they're trying to protect your futures together and make the best decisions now, and they feel like they're the only ones paying attention to that at this point in time, so that's why they're in like protection mode. With regards to your relationship together, I just feel like this is a relationship that I have zero doubt is going to go the distance. This is an amazing relationship. This relationship is very, very rare to find. It is one that is very healthy and that is very rare to find. It is one that is going to go the distance, that is going to be something that has a very long future, a very committed future. It's one that is going to be very much full of love. It's going to be a relationship that, again, is very rare. It's very stable. It's a very, very stable, comfortable, reliable relationship, very secure, where both partners have fun. There's enough passion, there's enough enjoyment and affection and love and positivity. And there's also this very strong foundation of safety between the two of you, and trust and security and stability, and being able to make decisions together and deal with problems together and do so in a way that's very positive and very productive and very healthy again. So I feel very strongly, Sagittarius, that the relationship that you're in currently is amazing. It's going to go the distance. I have no doubt that this is a beautiful relationship that is meant to last. All right, Sagittarius, so I pulled some tarot cards from The Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. And the cards that I got for your energy, Sagittarius, are the Two of Earth and the Ace of Water. So with the Two of Earth, I feel like this represents victory. You are victorious, Sagittarius, and I feel like you are currently feeling that, or you're about to feel that. I feel like for most of you, this is something that is coming up for you in the future, and maybe you can taste it or smell it or know some things around the horizon, but you're about to feel this feeling of victory. You're about to become victorious over some kind of situation that was maybe very difficult or trying or testing or there was some kind of hurdle of some sort. So I feel like Sagittarius, whatever that is, you are going to have victory in that area of your life. You may have victory in more than one area of your life. So that's really positive. And as a result of being victorious, I feel like you are able to relax more. You're able to let go of a lot of stress. You're able to be a lot more open, just in general, overall, and kind of lay down a lot of burdens that you've been carrying around for a while. So, Sagittarius, that is really wonderful. I love that there is this victory in your life that is either here or it's about to come. With the Ace of Water, I feel like this represents that you have a lot more in your life now than you've ever had before. You have so much now, Sagittarius. You didn't have all of this before, and now you have it all, almost. Maybe you have it all. And I feel like you are being very appreciative of each one. You find each thing that you have, or most of the things that you have, very, very precious, and I feel like you're taking care of them as if they are precious. So that's really nice, Sagittarius, is you've overcome a lot of burdens, a lot of hurdles. You're able to let down those burdens because you have a victory, and you have so much more now than you've ever had before, and you are truly appreciating it and taking care of all that is precious to you. For your partner's energy, we got the Sun card and we got the Messenger of Air. I feel like with the Sun card, your partner is very much in love with you, Sagittarius. They are very much in love with you. They're very committed to the relationship. They're very committed to you. You are always in their thoughts. Every time they make a decision, they're always trying to consider you and your perspective and what will be best for you. So they're very committed to you, to the relationship, but especially to you as a person and somebody who has needs and has desires and has things that they want to accomplish in their life. So they think very, very much of you, Sagittarius, and all of their decision making. They're always thinking about how it's going to affect you and what is best for you, and how can they maybe make a decision that will benefit you, or how can they change decisions that they would have made otherwise to be something that will benefit you. So you're very much on their minds. I do also feel like this represents the energy of being in protection mode that we talked about in the intuitive portion, where they maybe feel like you're not thinking about things in the right way, or not being very realistic, or that you're not taking on a protection role in the relationship, and so they're having to take on that burden and make sure that you are protected, Sagittarius, that the relationship is protected, that those that you love are protected. So they're very much focusing on you and your life and making sure that all of that is protected. That is where a lot of their focus is. It's not even so much on their own protection or the protection just of the relationship. It's really focused very much on you, Sagittarius, and making sure that you are going to be okay and all of that. With the Messenger of Air, I feel like if they have any kind of request, it is that maybe you be supportive of them through this protection mode, because they don't really like being that way. They don't like having to consider all of the potential pitfalls. They don't like having to think about all of that or be the more negative person, even though they're actually being the more realistic person. They don't like being in that role. They don't like having to play that position, but they feel like they have to, because they feel like they're the only ones that are thinking about the pitfalls that could come up and how to overcome them or avoid them and all of that. So they don't like being in that position. So if there's anything that they could ask, it would just be that they be supported in that position. They also don't like it because they like the idealistic, dreamy version of the us versus the world, but in reality they don't like being us versus the world. They want it to be us, like the two of you together, and the world kind of be there to support you, not be against you. So this kind of mentality is not very much their kind of thinking, so they don't really like it, but they feel like they need to do that to take care of you. So that's why they're playing that role. So if they could just have some kind of support from you, maybe you've already given that, but just be gentle with them or kind of support them in this kind of mentality, because they would rather not be there. They just feel like they have to be there for now. For your joint energy together, we got the Two of Water and the King of Earth. The Two of Water is the Two of Cups in the traditional tarot, which is actually a really positive card, as is the Sun card, which was in your partner's energy. So those are both positive cards. I am reading this intuitively, but just so you know, they are positive cards. But the Two of Water, I feel, Sagittarius, that this represents a union between you and your partner, but I also feel like it represents that the two of you are kind of going in different directions. Not in a relationship, like I was saying in the intuitive portion. There is no doubt that the two of you are going to be going together towards your future and having a very long long, happy, stable, secure, very love-filled future together. But I feel like within the relationship, you two are maybe going in different directions, or maybe you two are focused on the same thing, but doing it in different ways, or like focus on different aspects of that same thing. I feel like one of you is actually the one that's on the right track and on the right path. Maybe that person has some kind of advantage, like maybe they know more about the situation or have more experience. But I feel like one of you is kind of going off in a direction that's not really the optimal direction, and the other one of you is actually focused on the right direction. Just something for you two to know is that you're both kind of on the same page, but like looking at different aspects of it and like taking different approaches to it. With the King of Earth, I feel like this represents that there are some concerns in this relationship, some worries, maybe not about the relationship, but like your partner, for example, is in protection mode. So there's a lot of worrying there. And I feel like this card, King of Earth, is trying to say there are some worries there, but maybe there's like too much worrying, more worrying that really needs to be present in the relationship. And it's probably better that you or maybe your partner in the situation kind of calms down a little bit, tries to de-stress a little bit, tries to relax about the situation a little bit more than they currently have been. But I also feel like this card is saying that it really doesn't matter, because in the end, I feel like this card is also saying that you two are going to grow old together and things are going to work out, and you two will never be against each other. You'll always be with each other on your journey. Even though with this Two of Water, it's like you two are on the same page but going in different directions, you two aren't against each other somehow. Even though you're going in opposite directions, you're still together. You're still a unit, you're still a team. So that is what I'm getting for you, Sagittarius, for the YouTube portion of this video, of this reading. So if you're interested in the extended, I do extended videos. In the extended video I will pull more cards for your energy, your partner's energy, and also for the collective energy together, so we can go more in depth on each one of these energies, get more information on the situation at hand and how each of you are feeling and how that plays into the collective relationship together, and also any guidance that you need to hear. So if you're interested in that, you can access my extended reading at the link at the end of this video, or the link in the description box below. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. So if you're interested in that, I will see you there. If not, thank you so much for watching. I hope I earned your like and your subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.